Hi, this is Dr. EJ from Thompson Healthcare and Sports Medicine at our Brick location. Today we're going to go over some stretching and strengthening exercises. If you're ever suffering from any acute low back pain, we're going to go through some progressions of about 4 exercises that you can do at home first thing in the morning when you wake up, and we have our patient Morgan here to demonstrate that for us. Okay, so for our first exercise, and this is more of a stretching type of exercise, it's called a cat camel. So if you've done yoga in the past, this is something that you've probably done with your instructor. So the first thing that you want to do with this is make sure that you have the proper posture. So when you're in this quadruped position, you're going to want to make sure that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders here, and then your knees are directly underneath your hips. All right, and then to start off, you're going to want your back in a nice neutral position like this. For the first stretch, we're gonna ask Morgan to arch her back up towards the ceiling and tuck her head in a little bit, and she should feel the stretch all along her spine, along her cervical, thoracic, and lumbar. You're gonna hold that for about 3 seconds or 2 deep breaths, and then you're gonna relax, let this rib cage depress down and arch back. And again, you're gonna hold that for about 3 seconds or 2 deep breaths. You're going to repeat that for about 3 sets of 10 repetitively. It's much easier to focus more on your breaths than really counting. So my recommendation is hold each stretch for about 2 to 3 seconds or 2 to 3 deep breaths. All right, so for the next exercise, you're going to, right after this one, you're going to move on to what's called a child's pose. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down on top of your legs like this. You're gonna go with your arms outstretched in front of you, palms down, and reach forward. So this, you're gonna feel, again, the stretch all along the spine here, and even the back of your arms. And it's very important that when you do these stretches that you actually feel the stretch. So lean back as far as you need to until you feel the stretch, and reach out forward with your arms until you feel the stretch. Same thing, you're gonna do 3 sets of 10 of these. You can hold these for about 5 seconds or so, or longer if you need to, but 3 sets of 10 is usually a pretty good round number for this one. All right, for our third exercise, we're gonna move on to a little bit more of a strengthening type of exercise. From the child's pose, we're gonna have you go face down onto the table or the bed or wherever you're comfortable. So go ahead and Morgan, lay face down flat. Since this is more of a strengthening type of exercise, proper procedure is very, very important to make sure that you're doing this properly. So very important that your pelvis is flat on the ground, on the table when you do this, and you're gonna wanna keep your leg straight. So this is called a prone hip extension exercise. So when you do this, all you need to do is keep your legs straight, and you're gonna lift up off of the table. Go ahead, Morgan. Good, just like that. And you're gonna hold it for about 2-3 seconds and then bring it down slow. So you're gonna want just as the same control when you're going up, same slow controlled movement when you're going up as you're going down. And I would do 3 sets of 10 with this. So again, keep your legs straight, go ahead and lift up. Good, hold it for 3 seconds, bring it down nice and slow, and then you would alternate to the other side as well and go back and forth. If you have discomfort with this position, there's a modification where you can take a pillow similar to this, and you can place it underneath your belly. Come on up, Morgan, and down, to take the pressure off of the low back. And you can do the same type of exercise, same exact exercise with the pillow underneath your pelvis. So go ahead and lift up, hold it for 3 seconds, and then bring it back down. For our last exercise, we're gonna do a glute bridge exercise. So you're gonna lay on your back just like this. Very important that both feet are planted flat against the table here, and that your knees are bent. So first movement that you're gonna do with this is you're gonna tighten your core so it's nice and stable, and you're gonna activate your glutes to lift up and do a glute bridge. What you're trying to accomplish here is a straight line from your knees, hips to your shoulders. And you're gonna wanna try and hold that for about 3 to 5 seconds and then bring it down, okay? If that's too difficult for you, you can just start with 2-3 seconds or 1 to 2 seconds, but very important that you try and keep your feet flat on the ground and that you have that parallel straight line, go ahead Morgan, from your knee, hip, and to your shoulder as much as possible, and then bring it down, and that you're not getting any discomfort in the low back. So those are some 4 easy exercises and stretching techniques that you can do at home. If you have any questions or are interested in learning more, talk to your provider with Thompson Healthcare and they'll be able to help you out.